Everything in the universe has a vibe. From a pebble rippling the water, a piano, a guitar string, a speaker, even the warning vibration of the railroad track before the train runs you over. A vibe is something that goes beyond even our five senses. Steinberg has just released Taped Vibes, a new free instrument for the HALion family. And it captures the vibe of a classic Wurlitzer A200, but that's only the beginning. So come along as we discover the secrets of the vibe in Taped Vibes. And I'm so glad to be able to be with you today and share a new free instrument from Steinberg for the HALion family, Taped Vibes. And it's really exciting because everything, like I said, has a vibe to it, and this is no exception. What they've done with this instrument is they've taken a very beautiful Wurlitzer A200 along with an Avalon preamp, which is pretty state-of-the-art, along with a Roland Space Echo and a vintage Echoplex, and not necessarily using it for the delay features, but to capture the vibe, if you will, of the different preamps and reamping these sounds to give us these beautiful characters that I'm playing for you right now. And like I said, this is going to be available for the free version of HALion Sonic. And so you don't have to have the full version because everybody is going to be able to enjoy this magnificent instrument. And we're going to have some fun exploring it together. So you can see I've got this open in the standalone version of HALion Sonic. If you've got other instruments in HALion, this is where you're going to find them in the media bay. So we can go down and we can find Taped Vibes here. And this is a Soulful Vibe that I've got pulled up. I like the way that the interface is laid out. We've got a character section, a sound section, which controls pedal noises, and let's crank that up. And then the releases, the key releases, and also delay section over here. And we can look at the delay section. We've got a fun modulation section in the middle, some reverb, and it's really a lot of fun. So this is Soulful Vibe, and it's using the preamp. When I first started playing it, it's just like immediately you start connecting with the sound. One of the features that I love Sebastian puts into these instruments that he builds are the chord pads down at the bottom. And every preset that you're going to have, it has a corresponding set of chord pads, and there are all kinds of Easter eggs hidden inside. And I'm just playing with the mouse. And we go back. Yeah, and each one has its own set. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And a lot of times what I'll do, I'll use like a nano key, or I've got a couple of other keyboard controllers, but you can use another controller and assign those pads to the keys there to trigger those that way. And that makes it a lot of fun and accessible. So let's go on to some more presets here. Breeze of Spring. Let's take a listen to that. And here again, we've got the preamp view, or the preamp vibe. So we've got a little delay as well. it's just got some beef to it, you know. So one of the things we can do too, we can take a look at the different sections. If you click on the tape icon in the middle, these are 3 different sample sets: the preamp, the DI, and the tape. Select the clean DI. This will not have any additional effects. And just clean is just amazing. And so now this is the clean preamp. That's a lot of fun. And it starts pulling you in. And so now this is just the tape from the Space Echo. And listen, every once in a while you'll hear it kind of glitch or flutter. Yeah, just let it ring. Because it's just using it's just running it through the tape, but it's just using it for the amp and then for that tape vibe, you know. You hear all kinds of things going on, especially just running it through a tape machine, not for the delay, but just like what I said, for the character. And you hear it kind of glitching. I think that's what's so cool. Because you take an instrument, the A200, the Wurlitzer, that already has a vibe, and then you take a vintage piece of equipment like the Space Echo or the Echoplex, and it has its own vibe, and then you resample it through a preamp or something else, and so you have a vibe plus a vibe plus a vibe, and you know, at the end, you have something totally different than what you started with. And I think that is so powerful with the ability that we have now to be able to sample, because sampling captures those vibes. And I think that's what's so exciting for me. It's just so much fun. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go to Crystal Keys. This is another, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, so this is using the tape and along with the modulation. And we can see that the modulation has different levels. So you go from broad to way too fast. And this is on way too fast. And we've got chorus and flanger and phaser going on. And so let's just check it out. So you hear all of that character coming through. Okay. So let's keep going here. It's so much fun. So let's go to Dreamy Delight. Dreamy Delight. So this is using the tape with the delay. Let's just hit it. So it just takes it into a totally new direction. Really cool. So drowning. We get that flanger and phaser going on in that. Just so much character, so much character. So let's go to Fresh Fusion. And we've got a little vibrato, and really fun thing in here is distortion. And we're gonna get into that a little bit, but just having everything kind of laid out for you here makes it so easy to get around. So cool. One thing that I found inside of HALion and HALion Sonic is that we have these really cool drum loops, because if you have the full version of HALion and HALion Sonic, you're going to have a whole lot of content that's provided. And this is how I found this: drums and percussion, and then loops, and then I had a section of combinations come up, and so that's what kind of led me into some of these. So if you've got the full version of HALion or HALion Sonic, you're going to have these other instruments, and you're going to have open up a whole new world of different beats and textures. So this is a fun one. This one's called Intense Overload, and we can take a look, and we can see that the distortion is really cranked out here. Yeah, so you can go from a very tranquil vibe to a very crazy vibe. Okay, so let's see what we can do with my pedal's getting away from me. Let's see what we can do with this. And are you ready? Are you ready for this? Here we go. We're gonna go electro here. And this is using the same types of things. Using one of those grooves. So that has taken us into some really cool territory. I think that's probably like one of my favorite sounds. I mean, you'd think I'd go from like some kind of dreamy thing, but it's like, yeah, it's just got an amazing vibe to it. So what we want to do too, let me just show you a couple more things. If you look here at the cassette tape, you'll see the screw. And what this does, this allows you to sort of randomize things. So let's just hit it. I just hit it, but let's hit it again. So you hit it and you see all those controls kind of randomize and change. And if there is a sound that comes across that you like, you can save that as a preset. Let's hit it again. And sometimes you'll see a whole lot of controls active, and then like this, it's just like you don't have very many active at all. I love that because sometimes you need happy accidents to happen. So let's just check out a couple more of these presets. Let's go to Retro Rhapsody and take a listen to that. And this is using the direct signal with a little chorus and gentle moving. It's just got something to it, the way that they sampled this. So let's go to one more. Ooh. Sparkling Joy. You know that I'm all about joyful. One of the other things about this particular library instrument, I guess, is that not only is this a free instrument for the HALion family, but Sebastian is going to literally pull back the curtain on how this process happens. From sampling the instrument to putting it into HALion, to edit it and to bring it to us, even to the graphics and making the knobs and all those fun things. And I can't wait to see what he does with that. It inspires me when I see people create and going behind the scenes. And so that's going to be coming up soon. So thanks everybody for coming along with me on this joyful journey. And thanks to Steinberg for all of their support. It's amazing. I'm just so inspired and with all of the wonderful things that's going on. And I always want to remind you to stay joyful, and I'll see you next time.